Hello, welcome to Breakdowns and Bows with your host ASOS. I'm obviously your host. I'm also eating a mint, so I apologize. But if you like any music such as like poppy, Bring Me the Horizon, Motionless in White, right now, I'm obviously really into Dayseeker. I know in the last video I was like, I don't really like their album, but I'm slowly getting into it, okay? I think like the first listen through, I was just really disappointed, and now I'm getting into it. But anyway, so that if you like alternative, metalcore, rock, anything like that, I'm your person. So there was a lot that happened this week. I feel like we have slow weeks, and then we have like really, really like a lot is happening this week. I hope this doesn't sound annoying that I'm eating this. I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm gonna record, but I'm gonna eat a mint. Anyways, so a lot happened, and we're gonna start with the queen herself because obviously I like talking about women in metal and rock because there's still not a platform for us really in this. Oh, I say us, but even like as fans, I feel like women and girls who listen to this type of music, they often get told that like it's not for them, that they're not welcomed at shows and everything. So I do feel like there's more that we can do together as artists, as bands, as fans of this music as girls. But anyways, so the queen herself, Poppy, is a hardworking girl. She don't sleep. She don't stop. She's been touring nonstop, okay? I don't know how she has time to make music. I don't know. Because she did her part one, she did her part two. She's on tour right now with Linkin Park. And I'm like, girl, you released 2 songs. So she released Unravel, which I talked about last time. And she finally released Blue Skies, which I was super happy about. I thought Blue Skies was going to be the first one that she would release because that's the one that she was playing on her part 2 tour. But she released it, and she also announced her 7th. Again, this girl don't stop. 7th studio album, if the math maths. So it is going to be called Empty Hands. It's going to be released on January 23rd. It has 13 tracks on it, which I think is really, really interesting. I really do like when bands and artists don't just give us an album, but either they give it to us in parts like the plot and you did, like the volumes that they did, that was strategic. Or they give us 13 tracks, or, they give us something different than just your standard typical album. I do like Poppy's artwork always. I think that Poppy is such a shapeshifter, and she can do so many different genres, so many different looks, and so many different vibes. But the era that she's in, I'm going to continue to repeat myself like a broken record. The era that she is in is her best era. It is the most authentic era of her. It is the most truest to who she is. Authentic and true. It's the same thing. Whatever. I'm repeating myself. But I just really, really love who Poppy is at this moment. I think that this is who she is as an actual person. Because, yes, Poppy to me can be a persona. And I know that she does hide a lot behind that person that she portrays towards people. But I feel like with her music at this current moment, I really do believe in my heart and in my soul that we're seeing who she truly is as a person. Like, this is just her. And it feels real for me. And I like it that it feels like that because then I can relate to it more and I can respect her more. I mean, I would respect her either way, but it's just like a different level when you feel like an artist is actually giving you who they are. Because then you feel as a fan like, okay, this is who they really are. I can relate to that. I have something that helps me get more into the music and invest myself more into the artist. So the era that Poppy's in right now is just absolutely phenomenal, breathtaking. She is a queen. She is an icon. She does the metal scene girly, and it's so tasteful. Like, I don't care if you don't like it that it's girly. I love it that it's girly. I loved Blue Skies. I think that it was so heavy, but it had so many different like layers into it. It had so many different moments in it. I did not like the music video, but maybe I'll like it later, okay? This is my opinion and I'm entitled to it. I did not like the music video because I felt really confused with the messaging. I love the song, I love Poppy, I love everything she does. I just felt like it was a little confusing. I did like in the music video that the band was there. I do like when she highlights who, backs her up, who goes on tour with her, and who actually makes it a band. Because to me, Poppy is a band, even though it's her solo uh, name up there. I still feel like it is a band. You know what I mean? Like she has to have a drummer, she has to have a guitarist, she has to have a bassist. She even has Jordan Fish sometimes come out with her. So I did really appreciate seeing that element in the music video, but I was trying to figure out what she was trying to do with the dark and the light moment and the moment where she at the end got her wings and what that meant. And I was trying to go back into the lyrics to try to understand for it. But regardless, it was still amazing. I cannot believe that she is going to be giving us another album so soon too. Like literally the album is going to be released in January. Like when did she have the time for this? I don't know. But I'm really, really looking forward to it, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait for whatever Poppy's doing. Whatever Poppy's doing, I'm in. I'm in. I'm all for it. I cannot wait for more music from her. I can't wait to see how heavy this album is because I felt like her last album really got into the heavy part. Like I feel like she has been doing the heavy, the screaming. She's been doing it for a good number of years, but I feel like it was like a pinnacle this last previous album. And now with this one, I feel like it's more comfortable and it's more natural for her, as if the first one, well, the one before this new album upcoming, I felt like she was doing the screaming, but she was still trying to get comfortable with it and prove herself. Even though she's done it for so long, it still felt like she needed to like say, hey, I can do it. I'm in the scene and I can be one of those girls. Now I feel like with this next album, we're gonna get more comfortability from her, and I think we're also gonna get a new sound because of that comfortability. I've started noticing it in live shows of how different her screams are sounding. Like I feel like at first it was very much like, I'm doing it, and now it's like a more comfortable, natural screaming that is happening with Poppy. So I'm very, 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 very excited for this. And she has such a beautiful, clean voice. It doesn't matter what she does. But enough of Poppy. So I can go on. It's been 7 minutes. I can go even longer than 7 minutes. Next, let's talk about The Devil Wears Prada. They released an album today, and it is titled Flowers. I actually already loved the album and where The Devil Wears Prada goes. It's funny to like listen to a band that you haven't listened to in forever, but you were a really big fan of them. Like I had a Devil Wears Prada shirt like in high school, and I had not listened to them in years. And Flowers was starting to be teased, and I know that the first song that I had heard from them off of that new album that I really liked was So Low. It's like my top favorite song on the album currently. I love the lyrics, I love the message, I love the production, I love it all. It's just a solid 10 out of 10 for me. I really do agree. Like, why do the highs often feel so low? Like, that is so true. That is so real. That is so relatable. So I'm really, really happy about this album. It gets an 8 for me. Again, I do like a lot of songs, and I do think that they give a different vibe, but they all kind of flow with each other at the same time. Like, they all give you a little bit of, hey, this is the central theme to it. And I do like the artwork of it as well. The artwork for the album is beautiful and gorgeous. So, the next song that I liked was also For You. I think it's a 10 out of 10. It's a perfect love song to dedicate to that special person, if you know what I mean. And I really liked the silence. I loved the start of it. I felt like it was very vibey. I was like, okay, I love the beginning. Then My Paradise was also a really cool intro. Eyes is also a vibe. And then it gets into that screaming at the end. And I was like, yes, give me the screaming. I don't care where it is. And then When You Were Gone was really, 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 really good. Bring the tissues for that song, please, because Who Hurt You? It was also super heavy, which was yummy. And I love a good song. I love a good heavy song so much as the next person. And it's not even like heavy. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, it's like you're getting this sad, clean, but you're also getting these heavy riffs. You're getting the screams in the background. You're getting kind of like this intertwining of both. And I think that that song really did that very well. And, I also really like the breakdown. I love a breakdown where it goes silent and then it just smacks you. And I'm like, yes, please and thank you. Next song I really liked was Ritual. It was another good song. It's just grabbing us. Like a lot of these songs intros are just grabbing us, hooking us in. The lyrics is also really, really good, and the drums for the song come through so much. It's also very heavy, good screams, good vibes. All Out is my last favorite. The riffs just gave so much to me. It's heavy in the most consistent way because it's the most consistently heavy. And for sure, this one's gonna bring out the pit. Like for sure, whenever they announce a tour, that song's gonna bring out the pit. All Out. I really, really liked All Out. I was like, okay, because like there were heavy songs on the album, but I feel like that one was like the pinnacle of heaviness, in my personal opinion. So yeah, The Devil Wears Prada. Congrats on your album. Amazing. Loved it. Loved. Now, let's talk about Motionless Light. So I haven't seen this on their socials though. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've been checking all day. I haven't seen it on their socials. I've been seeing it on other people's socials that they are going to finally be releasing the album that I feel like they've been playing with and being like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna release new music. And it's like, okay, but like when? And it's not even soon. So I'm like, okay. So apparently the rumor is, I'm gonna say rumor. I'm not gonna say it's factual until I see it on Motionless in White's page or I see it on Spotify. But right now they are saying that January 28th they are going to release Afraid of the Dark, and they will be releasing their 7th studio album soon after. And again, why so late? Why January? Like Poppy's just releasing music, okay? Bad Omens is releasing music, and Bad Omens has no announcement for an album, okay? Poppy does, but Bad Omens doesn't. So why are you making us wait until January? Like, I genuinely don't get it. Like, personally, I'm like, okay, I'll wait till January. I'm not gonna be happy waiting. I'm not very patient, but I'll do it. So, yeah, so there's no Motionless in White on the way. Now, the last thing that I do want to get into is the Grammys, which I feel like is a dreaded topic in our community because you know what? I do even agree with a lot of people that say, like, you do not get into this scene wanting a Grammy. Like, that is never a goal. That is never something that we even think we can achieve in this scene. And I always say we, but I mean like bands. And I as a fan, I've never even thought that a band that I liked could get a Grammy, be nominated for a Grammy, go to the Grammys. I just don't think that the Grammys likes us or respects us or gives us the time of day. So, but recently, I feel like within the past few years, the notoriety has come. And I do like the notoriety because it has been highlighting very strong women in the scene, Poppy and Courtney from Spirit Box. However, I feel like there still needs to be more. So I was really disappointed this year because, yes, congrats to Sleep Token. They deserve it. Like, I'm not gonna steal their thunder. They deserve it. It's overdue. But I feel like we were gifted so much last year. Well, I say last year, but like basically earlier this year when Knocked Loose was nominated, because to me that made me cry and feel like finally we are getting what we never thought we would get. Like, to me, Knocked Loose getting a nomination was such a statement and so good for them, but so good for everybody else. Because you would never think a band like that would be nominated for a Grammy. Even though I do think that their last album that they made was the best album that they'll ever make. You know what I mean? Like, I really, really loved that last album. I was just kind of hoping that we would get another surprise this year. And again, like, I'm not trying to take away Sleep Token. I'm not trying to be a hater, but it just felt like it was overdue for Sleep Token. So it was like, I wasn't shocked. I was like, it's about damn time, you know? And Spirit Box, they've been nominated a bunch of times, and I love Courtney, and I really do hope that a girl gets it. But it was just like, why can't we get one that's like, oh my God, like, really? You're going to nominate them? Like, they truly, truly deserve it, and they're such underdogs. And I guess that's what I wanted this year, was I wanted more underdog, you know? But I nothing against Spirit Box. I think that Soft Spine is the best song off of Tsunami Seas. I think that that song was the best call out ever. Even though I heard she doesn't do it all the time on stage, and I'm like, girl, come on. That's like the best thing that you can ever say when you start that song and be like, this goes out to everybody that I hate. You got to do it every time, girl. And again, like Sleep Token, they deserve it. Like, I'm not saying that they don't, but you know, there are other bands that are selling out arenas. There are other bands that are playing arena style shows and selling them out, like Bring Me the Horizon, selling out Madison Square Garden, selling out the American Airlines Center, who deserve also a nomination for a Grammy. And it's like, we can't get anything. And then there is only one category for metal, and it's best metal performance, yet the rock and the alternative have two different categories. So yeah, the Grammys just kind of, they don't get it, and it's fine. But I just feel like we're never going to have the knocked loose moment ever again. That was truly, truly the pinnacle of success, and it's very, very disheartening that we'll never get that again. But beggars can't be choosers, am I right? But anyways, there's so much music coming out. Oh, you know what? I said the Grammys would be last thing, but it's not gonna be last thing. Last thing, for sure, for sure. My girl Chrissy Castanedas, who's getting married soon, and I cannot wait for her to get married. Like, she's from Against the Current, if you do not know, and she got engaged in Japan, and it was the most beautiful engagement ever, and I'm so happy for her. And she released a deluxe album, and I really like Weather, and I really like Rope. I like that she gave us some new music, some new music videos. She does the iconic bend. So if you guys don't know about Chrissy, she had spinal surgery earlier this year, and the queen is still doing that back bend. Imagine, I complain about my surgery all the time. Like, I'm in constant pain still, even though it's been 5 years. I try to suck it up as best as I can, but you do really still feel the implications of your surgery and what happened to you even afterwards. I cannot imagine a year after getting surgery like that, and you're doing an iconic back bend in your spine. I was like, girl, queen. Queen. But yeah, if you guys have not heard of Chrissy's solo project, it is just absolutely amazing. I loved that she did that for herself, and congrats to her. Oh, wait. Last thing. Okay, I promise. Last thing. One more queen to talk about. Hayley Williams is doing her solo tour, and it's sold out. Yes, queen. We love that. Super, super happy for her. Cannot wait to see the videos of that. I'm also jealous. I was not wanting to do the Spirit Box tour, but now that I'm seeing videos online, I'm super jealous of the Spirit Box tour. Keep sending us pictures, please, and videos and everything online. Her outfit last night was freaking iconic. I was like, I want her outfit. But yes, Spirit Box is also on tour right now, and Courtney looks fabulous per usual. So I promise. I promise that's the last thing. Thank you for watching Breakdowns and Bows with me, your host ASOS. As always, I hope that you have a very wonderful day. Hope you guys enjoy your week, and I hope you guys keep listening to some pretty dang good music. Bye.